Remember in that last video, we put this style in this H1 tag, okay? And it made my name, Pete Good, it made it this kind of cyan color, dark kind of blue-green color, turquoisey color, and it's already bold. It's already other things. Sure, let's try font weight, and let's say normal. We'll make it normal. If I wanted to make it not bold, and then hit refresh, there's normal. So let's, and that's a valid way to do it. So let's take this style and let's put it somewhere else, okay? So what I want to do is I want to copy all the stuff inside the quotes. I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go up here inside the head of the document. For you, when you're doing this in CodePen, what I want you to do is to put it inside this CSS, okay? And so I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to say H1, and I'm going to open what are called the curly brackets, curly braces, and I'm going to paste this in place. I'm going to delete that space, hit return. So instead of spaces after the semicolon, I want to hit return, and I want them to be on individual lines. And you're going to notice this H1, now it impacts this, okay? So this CSS pane, this little window right here, that's where you're going to put it, okay? So I saved it. Now you see that. Again, if I take this font weight normal out, whoops, let's do that right there, and I take it out. In just a second, it'll refresh and go to bold. I'm going to undo that. It goes back to normal size, okay? So you're going to put all of your styles from now on here, but if you were in a web editor, you could actually do this. Instead, I'm going to take all of this right here, copy it out. I'm going to use Control X, and instead, I'm going to go up here and I'm going to add a style. And I need to put the end style, and I'm going to put this in place. And if you put that at the very top of the document, it behaves the same. Let me show you in the code editor. Okay, so I'm going to go up here to head, and oops, I don't want to go to the top of the header. I want to go to the bottom and hit inside the head. Now notice it's the head of the document, not the header. Okay, inside the head, I'm going to put style. Now you're going to notice it's going to add that the type of style is a text CSS base. That's something that is more correct. And I'm going to put that text or that styling in here. I'm going to indent it just a touch. Remove those, and then that right there. Okay, so now my H1 is styled, so I can remove this style from the H1 element by itself. If I save it and I refresh, let me go back over here and hit refresh, it's the same. Okay, let me go back to my code editor. I'm going to change it to that kind of Indian red color. I like that. Or at least for now, it's very different. And you notice it changes, okay? That is up here in the head of the document. This is the body of the document, okay? So my styles are impacting the body content, okay? So let me do that again. I'm going to choose this exact same stuff, and I'm going to create a style for my H2. Okay, my H2, and I'm going to make it, instead of 2, I'm going to make it double. I'm going to make it 1.5, and I'm going to save that and refresh in my browser. And now you see all of this text right here has changed to everything that's an H2. Everything that's an H2 is changed to this kind of dark orange and sans serif type. And I only typed it once. And if I said I want it to be medium violet red and save and refresh, now all of those are this medium violet red, kind of purpley color. All right. If I changed it to, instead of 1.5, I said I wanted it to be 2 times and save it, and I refresh, all of a sudden it gets larger. I'm going to undo that, save, and refresh, and it goes back to that size. Now I'm able to make that change in one place, and it affects everything underneath. So this H2 impacts every one of these H2 right here. Okay? So I want you to go in and give me styles for your headline level things. Make those edits to your styles, add those styles in place, remembering to open your style section with style and close it with a closing style tag. And then start putting your headlines. So here I'm going to put, I've got H2. I'm still going to make that Indian red. And I'm going to copy all of that. Copy and paste. And I'm going to make my H3. And I'm going to make, instead of it being 1.5, I'm going to make it 1.3 or 1.2. And hit save and refresh. Now I come back and my H3s, which should be there, are now all in that size 2. Let's do one more and put my H4s in place. H4, and I'm going to make it 1 point. I'm just going to make it 1, and I am going to, in this case, remove the normal and turn it bold. Save, refresh. Do I have H4s? I do not. Okay, so you try that, get your headline styled, and we'll revisit this in a minute, and I'll show you how to do some other shortcuts and styles.